Good evening. You guys can hear me okay? Whew. It's been a while. How is everybody? 아빠님, Sasha, 크기님, March, 현정님, 원호조님, CI님, Feels님, March. 토익 시험 준비하느라 몇 번 못 들었는데 요즘 토익 시험이 많이 어려워졌어요. Well, that's because people have found ways to, get high scores without actually improving their English. I'm thinking that's the case. Right? They have to find some way to, because you know what they say about tests. Tests are designed to make you fail, right? They want you to get the answers wrong. They don't want you to get the answers right. They want you to get the answers wrong. Hello, Porschenim. Yeah, long time no see, Liam. How you doing? How are you, Andy Names? Good to see you as always. You look so tired. I am very tired. I am so tired. I don't think I've ever been this tired in my entire life, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't been streaming a lot lately because of my because I've been prepping. I've been trying to finish my second book. I feel like it's about well, I haven't really done that much since our last stream. And I think last time I said I was about 85% done. Hello. You will go to LA for 1 year or 1 year from now? Which is it? Are you going there for a year? Will you be staying there for a year, or will you be going there a year from now? Kind of curious what the situation is. Kaidonin, thank you for the one. I really appreciate it. I really do. And as always, it's good to see you on stream. Do I have some water in that thing? How long has that been sitting there? No ice. That means it's been sitting there for at least a full day. Probably 2 days, but it's okay. So there's quite a lot of water in here. That means I haven't touched it. It's still kind of cool. Okay. Whew. Oh, it's good to see you guys. It's really, really good to see you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can... because I think many of you have heard me complain about my chat window during the streams a number of times. For some reason, it's not giving me the most... it's not showing me the most recent comments until after it's collected about like 5 or 6 of them, and then it just kind of updates it all at once. So let me see if I could what if I just keep scrolling around? Will that keep it awake? Whoops, what did I do? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Reset. Okay. Do I still go to Baekhyundong Cafe Street? I don't go there very often these days because lately I've been taking my dogs out very early in the morning, and none of the coffee shops, well, not none, but the coffee shop that I usually go to in the Baekhyundong area, they're not open at that hour. And so we haven't been going to, well, I think we went there once, maybe several days ago. But lately we've just been doing the Yultong Park, and there's another coffee shop near that area. So hot outside, feels like you're in a sauna. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, it's been a while. Wake up. Yeah. How was my day? It was yeah, just, a lot of work. I'm really working as much as I can and as fast as I can. When I just started working on the second book, I thought that I would be able to manage working on the book and maintaining all of my YouTube content. I thought I would be able to do that, but it's just really, really hard. Nearly impossible. Is this live or not? I guess it depends how you look at it. It's good to see you, March name. Sasha. Used to call. Oh, you are? Okay, well, all right. I'll see if I can get used to calling you Sasha from now on. The heat is getting to me. Shoot, where's my wings? Where's your wings? Where's your wings? What do you mean, where's your wings? Oh, okay. So, because this isn't like our, I'm just trying not to give up on YouTube until my book is out. So tonight we're just going to go on Reddit, and we're going to take a look at some posts here. And the way that I'm imagining doing this tonight is, how normally when we do the Reddits, I pull up the posts. I actually pull up the web page on the screen. But tonight we're going to do it a little differently. I'm just going to read the thing to you. You're just going to listen, and you're going to try to catch whatever it is the person is writing about, and we're gonna put together a comment, you and I, and we're just gonna comment on these posts. I don't know, maybe I'll read it several times, and just before we comment on those posts, then we might go ahead and actually look at the post ourselves. You say AC. You know that aircon is kind of English. It's kind of English, but at the same time it's not. Yeah, so it's air conditioning, or if you're talking about the device, the air conditioner unit, then you can say, you can call it the AC unit, or you could call it air conditioner. Or if you're talking about the whole concept of air conditioning, then you can call it air conditioning. Okay, it's 9 p.m. Okay, let's see if I can... Okay, I might have to use that. Alright. Alright, 9 o'clock. Okay, you guys ready? 양념게장? This time of the year? I don't know. Are they in season? I don't know. Maybe there's no such thing. Maybe they're in season all year round. Okay, so let's begin with something easy. Okay, so since we're just starting right now, and I'm just really out of it these days. Man, I barely talk to anybody. All I do is just as soon as I get up in the morning, I feed my dogs. I take them out. We spend about 2 hours. Between 2 and 2.5 hours out. We come back, and I just start working. That's pretty much it. Anyway, okay, let's turn the music off. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wait, can I show you this? Is it this? No, it must be this. Must be this. No, it must be that. Do you guys see this? Whoops. Huh. Let's see if I could. No. How my Pringles arrived from Coupon. I don't know what a trigger warning is. Does anybody know what a trigger warning is? I don't know. Maybe it is another way of referring to trigger. It could. Yeah, I guess you could. I guess it could be trigger warning. But somebody. Oh. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Anyway, environmental terrorism. Yeah, that's what it is. So, how my Pringles arrived from Coupon. And the person doesn't actually say anything else. There's no more text. There's no more text, and there's just this image here. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What should we say? What should we say? What do you want to say? That's too much? That's a lot of Pringles? Oh, no caps. Because we're cool. Because we're cool. Okay, so the first thing we might say is that's a lot of Pringles. The second thing might be what do you want to say? What do you guys want to say? That's a lot of plastic. That's a lot of plastic. Uncomfortable with bubble wraps. I think that would freak me out a little. I think that's what Wake Up Neme is trying to say, maybe. I'm not really sure. Don't those Pringles need that many wraps? Don't those Pringles need that many wraps? So, JC Name, if we were to... Oh, okay. So your original sentence wasn't correct. Your original question should be, do those Pringles? Do they need... so I'm going to say, is all that wrapping necessary? Is all that wrapping necessary? That's probably the better way to say it. Yeah. Just such a waste of time, plastic, and labor. They can use brain more. Surely there has to be a better way to pack Pringles. Surely there has to be a better way to pack Pringles. Cow, right? Okay. I thought you were being cute. I don't know. 꼼꼼하게 잘 쌌네. Well, at least they're safe. Looks like someone had a lot of time on their hands. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is because even with just one simple image, picture, it can motivate you to, just say stuff, right? Because we're simply responding to an image, okay? And I know if you're doing this by yourself, it might not be fun. It might feel a little bit interesting now because we have all these people doing this at the same time, but this is actually good exercise. Okay. Now you might tell yourself, here. Let me just cancel this. So you might tell yourself, like, what's there to do? It's just an image, But even with just one image, you kind of commit yourself to saying as much as you can. It's not about coming up with good responses. It's coming up with any response that you can think of. Just anything. Okay? And just saying anything you want. You see what I'm trying to say? Okay? And the good thing about Reddit is okay, let's say the good thing about Reddit is that you can read what others have commented as well. Okay, Pringles and plastic. I think let's see. I think it would freak me out a little to open a box and see that. Is all that wrapping necessary? Maybe someone was trying to be funny. Because surely there has to be a better way to do that. Yeah, pack Pringles. Let's say send a box of Pringles. Well, at least they're safe, and you can reuse those wrappings. Looks like someone had a lot of time on their hands. So what do you think? Good comment? Oh, no caps. Because we're so cool like that. That's a lot of Pringles in plastic. I think it would freak me out a little to open a box and see that. Is all that wrapping necessary? Maybe someone was trying to be funny, because surely there has to be a better way to send a box of Pringles. Am I spelling Pringles correctly? Is it because I didn't capitalize it? No? Well, how do you spell Pringles? Pringles containers don't break, so they should have thought about environment and reduced all the plastic. Oh. One advice about all the plastic and the environmental damage. How do you spell environmental? Environmental. Make sure you reuse them. When you sell, like when you 당근 your dishes and stuff. And you'll be to the pollution, right? So as long as you don't stick those wrappings in your trash, as long as you reuse them, you're giving someone else that problem, right? Can I say I bought a bunch of plastic wrap and it came with free Pringles? That's really good. You could say, oh, cool. And they came with Pringles. That's actually really smart. I think I like this more. Yeah, let's comment. Okay, let's excuse me. Let's see what others have said. There's no freaking way they're treating Pringles like this while my omega-3 just got thrown in a plastic bag without padding and exploded. Oh, that's great. As hilarious as this is, there's something very important for us to learn from this. There's no freaking way something happened, or there's no freaking way something is happening. There's no freaking way. What does that mean? There's no freaking way something is happening. So here is the main part. They're treating Pringles like this, and they added, there's no freaking way they're treating Pringles like this. What does that mean? What does that mean? Right. Like, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. Right? It makes no sense. Right? Yeah. So the use of while in this sort of sentence is a very, very, English thing. I don't think really we say this in Korean. And what does this while do? What does this mean? While my omega-3 just got thrown? How does that connect? How does it translate? There's no way something is happening while this is happening, or while this just happened. 반면에. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Yeah, very good. Right. John Christine, very good. 이러면서 이렇게 한다고 말도 안 돼. Right? Whoops. Where did it go? Okay. 던져진 반면에. Right. But if you really think about it, I think 하면서 is a better translation. 반면에 is correct. The meaning is correct, but it doesn't sound natural, right? It's not something that we would say in day-to-day speech. Right. So there's no freaking way they're treating Pringles like this while my omega-3 just got thrown in a plastic bag without padding and exploded. My book as well. It was supposed to be a gift. Oh no. Oh no. Let's be like children's cartoon. Oh no, what are you gonna do? My book as well. It was supposed to be a gift. Oh no, what are you gonna do? They did this with a glass container of instant coffee crystals, and there was a trail of debris coming from the elevator. Yeah. Why is my mouse cursor? Okay, one proper complaint about broken chips will do this. Oh. Unfortunately, Pringles don't have the same cushioning effect a bag filled of nitrogen gas does. Oh, okay. So I think someone mentioned this earlier in the chat as we were reading this post, that someone must have made a complaint about this, and that's what this person is talking about. One proper complaint about broken chip will do this. It means that this will trigger this sort of response from coupon. Yeah, it's not coupon, it's the vendor. Oh, is that true? Oh yeah, it's not coupon that boxes them. It's the vendor, right? I don't know why I didn't think of it like that. This makes so much sense. It's not coupon, it's the vendor. Of course. The vendor is the person or the company selling the products. See, coupon is just the carrier, right? They're just a delivering company. The vendor is the seller, basically. Yeah, that's the point. Coupon, except for their own internal brands, is just like Amazon, where they connect the customer to a separate vendor. So yeah, this happens because of how reviews work on Coupon, but it's the vendor who decided to treat Pringles like uranium. Okay. Better than my flat crushed bag of Tostitos I got. Especially when they don't even put it in an actual box and just throw it in the plastic bag. That's how most of their stuff are delivered. Right? Yeah, I just got mine yesterday, and in that is the plastic bag. New recycled paper bag, and it looked like I ordered tortillas. It was maximum flat. Aside from the Pringles can itself, I usually reuse the bubble wrap to package other things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I often take it on vacation to pack stuff I bring back. Oh, okay. Smart. Efficient. Not contributing to, not giving in to the pollution. Maximum flat sounds real funny. Yeah. You could always buy Pringles from E-Mart. Not as cheap. I don't think I ever seen Pringles in the same sentence with the word cheap. Do you guys know what this means? What does it mean? What does this person mean by saying this? 프링글스가 싸서 먹는 건 아니잖아. 프링글스가 싼 적이 없다. 비싼 과자다. Right. So basically it means, could you rephrase it in English? Could you rephrase this in English? How could you rephrase it? Of course you could just say Pringles aren't cheap, right? Pringles don't go with the word cheap. Well, you're just kind of abbreviating this. I guess what you could say is no one should expect Pringles to be cheap. I guess that's how you could rephrase it. You shouldn't expect, like no one expects Pringles to be cheap. Right? Pringles are already pretty terrible for the environment, as that bulky as packaging is not recyclable. Okay, the sentence is kind of weird. Not recyclable at all, and it's made with palm oil. Wait, what's made with palm oil? Pringles? I don't know anything about palm oil. Do you guys know something about palm oil? All right. This is why I hate recycling in Korea. These companies overuse plastic, but the onus is on us to save the earth. Huh. Yeah. It's just like how those large corporations, they just overuse electricity and everything so much, and they tell just regular people to stop using the AC so much, right? 야자유? Oh, is that what palm oil? I don't even know what 야자유 is. That's the worst oil that they use to make most of the chip. Oh, okay. It has to be because it's cheap, right? Yeah. If anybody knows anything about this, it has to be 과자 분쇄기님. Let me look at his name. Palm oil is not good for you? Okay. I see. All right. Okay. Let's look at some others. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, so this is a very, very generic question. But since, we just started this, I don't want to start with anything too long or complicated. So I just want to start off with, which is why I started with an image for the first one. Let's move on to something really simple and generic. It's so simple and so generic, this next one, that it's actually really difficult to answer this question. It's not really a question. It's something that's asking for recommendations. So take a look at this. Could you recommend some Korean movies? Please recommend the Korean movie that left the strongest impression on you. I enjoy all genres, so I'm open to any recommendations. So what do you guys think? Wow, already 41 people commented? Okay. I didn't think anybody would comment on this. Because it's... I don't know. If you enjoy all genres, just watch anything. That's what I would say. If you enjoy all genres, just watch anything. Oh wait, but then not all movies are good, right? I recommend 약한 영웅. Okay. 약한 영웅. What else? Parasite. 기생충. The only Korean movie you know is Parachute. Okay. Parachute. 낙하산? What is it? What's the Korean title? Parachute. How do you spell parachute? Parachute. There's that's not how you spell parachute. I think it's this. Is it just this? I don't know how to spell parachute, guys. It must be this. Ah, there we go. Parachute. Okay. All right. Parasite. Okay, Parasite. I point to. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I totally agree. I want to recommend 참. I thought that was really good. I think 군체 was pretty good. One of the recent ones. I haven't really heard of this one, 약한 영웅, but I really enjoy. I didn't actually see 기생충, but I really enjoyed 알포인트, 참, and 군체. I think 군체 was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. 엽기적인 그녀? Okay. How about shitty? What do you guys think of shitty? 미생? Is that a movie or a show? How about 접속? You guys watch 접속? JSA? Okay. 미량? We'll just write anything. No, I did not watch Hope because there were so many bad reviews. Did you watch Intern? I recommend that you watch Intern, which movie I expected comedy, but that was real hard. Intern? Isn't that a Hollywood movie? This person is asking for Korean movies. 미생. Not a movie. A show, but good nonetheless. 왕과 사는 남자. 왕과 남자랑 사는 왕? 왕과 사는 남자. 남자랑 사는 왕 sounds weird. Technically it's the same thing, right? Technically it's the same thing. Like if a guy lives with the king, then the king lives with the guy too, right? 명량? 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 명란? 명량? What? 명량? Is this a typo? This is a word? Oh, it's about 이순신? Oh, the guy, 최민식 is in. Doesn't he play 이순신 in that movie? That reminds me, Pamyo was pretty good too. I kind of liked it. Oh, so JC, you do know some other Korean movies. Parasite isn't the only one. 극한 직업? I haven't seen that, but I'll add it anyway. 극한 직업, it sounds like, just by the title, it kind of sounds like the kind of movie that you would see Jason Statham starting, as someone who has this like really, really tough job. But then he runs into a bunch of gangs and he just kills them all. It's about chicken. What's about chicken? 명량? 말모이? What's 말모이? 극한 직업 is about chicken? 태극기 휘날리며? 태극기 휘날리며? Was very not on and off 님. You don't say touched, you say was very touching. Say it was very touching. Very moving, touching. Okay. 화려한 휴가? 고지전? How about 핸드폰? You guys watch 핸드폰? I actually didn't see this. 광해. 왕이 된 남자? But you can't be a woman and become the king, so that's pretty obvious, isn't it? If you become the king, of course you're a guy. Well, 범죄 도시 3, 범죄 도시 1, 범죄 도시 2. Oh, and 범죄 도시 3. Maybe 1 and 2 weren't that good. 말모이 is based on 말모이. Okay, that's also a movie. Okay, all right. Let's stop here because I think we can go on forever. I'll come back and add to the list later. Let's see. Old Boy. How did we miss that? we have freaking Shiri and 접석 here. We didn't think of Old Boy. We'll add it. Old Boy. 친절한 what? 친절한 what was her last name? 금자씨? Okay. That was pretty good, right? 친절한 금자씨 was pretty good. What about two cups? How come nobody talked about two cups? 범죄의 재구성 7번 방의 선물. That reminds me, 용의 눈물. 살인의 추억. Wait, so there's wait a minute. So there's 왕의 남자, and there's 왕과 사는 남자, and then there's 왕이 된 남자. Why is this? This is so funny. What is this obsession we have with guys and kings? What is this obsession? What is this obsession with guys and kings? 왕한테 남자가 너무 보험왕? Is that a movie too? Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Huh. I wonder if we're missing something. I wonder if we're missing something. We have to be missing something, right? Something really good. Oh, someone mentioned earlier 장화홍련? 장화홍련? Is this right? I actually didn't see this. How about 전설의 고향? Oh, no. I think 전설의 고향 was terrible. Was it? I don't remember. What about... Did anybody watch 질주? I think I watched 질주 with my wife and we actually kind of liked it. Did anybody watch 질주? I hope I'm getting the title right. Oh yeah, 권지영 was not bad. It was surprisingly good. Yeah. 추격자? 7735? I should watch 장화홍련? It's that good, huh? 시실리? 4885? 곡성? I didn't really like 곡성, but okay, I'll just add it. 부산행. I didn't watch 부산행. But a lot of people liked it. we already have 태극기 휘날리며. I think it's somewhere here. It's right there. Okay, you know what? Let's just save this. A taxi driver? Wait, isn't that the one with Robert De Niro? Taxi Driver? Or maybe that's just Taxi Driver. There's a movie called A Taxi Driver? 30일, Love Reset, if you're into romantic comedies. Train to Busan. Parasite, if you have not watched it yet. Decision to leave the whaling castaway on the moon. Oh, okay, so we're not even using commas now. Decision to leave the whaling. This is 곡성, right? Castaway on the moon. Ode to my... Castaway on the moon. Ode to my father. Extreme job. That's 극한 직업. Old boy, Train to Busan, Memories of Murder, Burning Poetry, Spring, Summer. Were we supposed to write in English? I was just being respectful to the original title. All fantastic and effective in their own way. In their own way. How would you translate this in Korean, guys? In their own way. All fantastic and effective in their own way. How would you translate this? 나름대로. Yes, very good. Very. 나름 다 좋았다, right? Bro, please, next line between movies. The Man from Nowhere. The Chaser. A Hard Day. Are these really Korean movies? 전우치? Korean folklore fantasy? A Girl at My Door. Korean. 도희야? 내 안의 모든 것? A Man from Nowhere is 원빈 아저씨? Oh, wait, is it shit, what was the title? Oh, 아저씨, right? It was just 아저씨. But I guess they couldn't translate to like middle-aged man, right? Or Mr. 끝까지 간다 is good. Well, that's, I guess they just figured it wasn't appealing enough. It had to be something more appealing. Marathon? That's not how you spell marathon, is it? Is that how you spell marathon? Or is that like a play on spelling, trying to be funny or something? Pororo. Dinosaur Island Adventure. Pororo and Dinosaur Island Adventure is a must-watch. It's fire! Oh, marathon? Okay. 빈집? Oh my god! 1961? 오발탄? 한여? 봄날은 간다? 왕의 남자. Alright. Okay, that was more interesting than I thought. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, let's do some listening now, okay? Let's do some listening. Oh, wait. No, let's just take a look at this together. I have heard that dating can be challenging for humble expats in Korea. So tell me about your worst dates. The sillier, the better. I guess they're not really here for any advice. They just here for some cheap laughs, I guess. All right, let's take a look at this one. Agreed to meet a guy at a cafe near a subway station entrance. Get there and can't find anyone, but he insists via Kakao that he's there. So I keep looking around. Approach the only man in the vicinity, who is older than the person I expected, but he waves me away like I've disturbed him. Decide to walk away since I've clearly been stood up. I'm halfway down the stairs when someone grabs my shoulder. What? Turn around and it's the man who just pretended not to know me. What? What the hell's this word? What? What is this? About how he tricked me. What? So he thought he was being funny by pretending not to be the guy? Ended up being led mostly unwillingly with his arm around my shoulder to a cafe where he proceeded to twitch, gesticulate uncontrollably in the face, and swear from time to time. Oh my gosh, okay. I think most definitely Tourette's that he failed to ever acknowledge, but he was weirdly interested in knowing if I had ever met up with someone strange and how strange were they, and etc. Like he was baiting me to say he was the strange one. Not to mention the fact that the photo in his dating profile was definitely not a recent one. So I'd clearly been catfished by this dude who seemed totally harmless when he chatted through the 2 or 3 days prior, to the point that I didn't even recognize him when he pretended not to know who I was. Eventually, I cut it short and hoped he wasn't weird enough to follow me into the subway, didn't need to take the same line home, and then decided not to go on dates again for a long time after that. Laugh out loud. Whoa. Damn. That was, That was, yeah, that must have been a horrible experience. That must have been a horrible experience. Wouldn't want to be her. Not in that situation. So, you will often find people online writing like this, that like they would often just omit the subject of the sentence, like we agreed, but she doesn't say we. Get there means I get there and I can't find anyone, but they just omit the I. Approach the only man, that means I approach the only man, but they don't use the subject. You'll see a lot of this online. You'll see a lot of this. So in the vicinity, what does that mean? So I'm just trying to highlight some phrases that we can learn from. So in the vicinity, what does that mean? In the vicinity. 근처에, right. Waves me away. Waves me away, what does that look like? Show me, what does that look like? What does it look like when someone is waving someone away? Shoo, right. Right, means, yeah, like this. Oh. I've been stood up. I've clearly been stood up. Everybody knows what that means, right? I've clearly been stood up. Right, okay. 바람 맞은 거. I'm halfway down the stairs. What does that mean? I'm halfway down the stairs. I'm sure you know what this means. It's just good reminder that, to use phrases like this, right? Because if you don't do a lot of reading and listening, and if you don't pay attention to what native speakers actually use, you might not be able to say things like this. It's really simple, actually, but it's not very intuitive, right? So that's why it's so important to always read and listen to a lot of native speakers just using English, not in order to necessarily teach you English, but just people just talking about normal stuff. Look at the use of when here. Look at the use of when. I think we've learned this on our channel. So how do we translate this? How do we translate that? It's actually not but. Right. So this part here indicates that this is what interrupted this, right? So this is describing something that was in motion, right? Something that was happening. It was in motion, and then that was interrupted. That's the point. That was interrupted by this. Okay? So 이렇게 하고 있는데 누가 이렇게 하는 거야, right? So it stopped it, okay? The man who just pretended not to know me. Okay. I still don't know what this is. What the hell is this word? Ew, this is the most disgusting part. So after he grabbed her shoulder, he never really let go of that shoulder. And that's just how they, he just led her. From that point on, he just kind of took her by the shoulder and entered a cafe. Wow. Guff like giggling? I don't know. I'm not familiar with this one. No. Okay, let's see. Oh, what does this mean? He was baiting me to say something. He was baiting me to say he was the strange one. What does that mean? 답정너? Yeah, 말하기끔 유도하다. 그가 이상한 사람이라는 말을 끊어내는 것처럼. Exactly, okay. Okay, so I want you to look at this sentence here. I'd clearly been catfished by this dude who'd seemed totally harmless when we chatted through the 2 or 3 days prior. I'd clearly been catfished by this dude who'd seemed totally harmless when we chatted through the 2 or 3 days prior. This prior, what does this mean? What does this prior mean? Earlier. Right. Prior to meeting up with the guy, right? Prior to meeting up with the guy. Okay, so this person says, now this is really something. Laugh out loud. Why do you think he was asking those questions? Some kind of weird kink. Probably who knows, right? Yeah. Who knows? You know, there are people who, for some reason, just want to be really, really weird. They're just, I don't know what it is exactly, but they're just so into weirding people out. They just, I don't know, they get off on it or something. Severe insecurity. I was talking to a girl a few months ago that would insist that she was too ugly to date and I could never see under her mask. What? And she came out to meet the guy? Eventually I did, and she looked normal. Like slightly below average teeth shape. Okay. But nothing crazy. She probably would bring it up every time we texted. What? Wow. Yeah. Talk about severe insecurity. Yeah, severe insecurity. So the person looked more or less normal, right? Like at worst, maybe like slightly below average. Teeth shape was maybe, not like a model's teeth, but nothing crazy, nothing to be, nothing too out there. But then she would go on and bring it up every time they texted. Severe insecurity. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. COVID probably had a lot to do with making people more insecure about themselves. Let's see if I can... I've lived in Korea as a foreigner for 6 years, and something similar has happened to me way too many times. I've had 25 plus people agree to meet me at a cafe only to never show up. My guess is they saw me from a distance, recognized me from the photos or description, and changed their mind before I even noticed them. I can't prove that's what happened, but after it happening so many times, I honestly expect a 50-50 chance of getting stood up whenever I agree to a first... Has this ever happened to you guys? Like you agree to meet someone and it's kind of like a date? You're not just socializing on a casual level, and but then you got... Have you guys ever been stood up? I don't know. I've never really dated like this, like... agreeing to meet someone at a certain place and then meeting them for the first time. I guess you call that a blind date? 같이 운동하는 여중생한테 아이스크림 사줬는데 마스크 아래로 먹더라고요. Oh. Wait, this happened recently? Please read the book The Gift of Fear. You shouldn't even allow him when he put his arm around your shoulder when you are not willing to go. It's better to make a scene rather than following someone strange. Yeah, this is probably good advice. It's probably good advice. But then at the same time, this person, I totally understand this perspective as well. Easier said than done when you're a foreign woman. Even making a scene, no one in Korea would have aided me most likely. And then I still have to manage to make it down to the subway without being followed into my train. Seemed impossible at the time. Oh, is this the original poster? Well, I wouldn't say strange, but it's just uncomfortable, right? I mean, who wants to like just lift up their mask and, eat an ice cream? Who wants to do that? Unless we're talking about like when we were in the COVID era. Let's see. When I got my first apartment on my own, that was not provided by my work, I heard barking outside the elevator. I went out to see what was going on. It was a little lost puppy. Aww. I went out to see what was going on, and it was a little... Okay. I waited with it. And 5 minutes later, a girl my age came down to my floor. She was crying hysterically, and when she saw that I found her dog, she was so thankful. She found out I'm a gyopo and asked which apartment was mine. I made the mistake of pointing to my door. Uh-oh. I made the mistake of pointing to my door. Can you translate this, guys? What is the natural way of translating this? I made the mistake of pointing to my door. 그만 내 집을 가르쳐주고 말았지. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so 뭐뭐 하는 실수를 했어. How about this? 내가 생각 없이, right? 어리석게도 생각 없이 or 바보같이. 내가 바보같이 내 집을 가리킨 거야. 내가 생각 없이 그냥 내 집을 가리킨 거야. Okay? That is how I feel the most natural way to translate this is. Okay? So that's what this is. That's the kind of nuance that this has. Right? 내가 물어보길래 내가 바보같이 어딘지를 알려줬어. That's how you say I made the mistake of pointing to my door. Okay? We said goodbye and I went back to my place and she went upstairs to hers. Wait, so I waited with it, and 5 minutes later, it's already 10 p.m.? My gosh. A girl my age. Okay, so how old is this guy? Or this girl? Is this a girl? 30 minutes later, she shows up at my door with 2 bottles of wine and some interesting choices of clothes? Oh my gosh. She said she wanted to thank me for rescuing her dog. I was 23 and single. She was gorgeous and wearing practically nothing? What? So I thought, why not? She sees my wine and champagne collection and gets excited that I enjoy wine as well. Things start out very pleasant. We get a bit flirty, but I'm not too forward or aggressive or anything. She then proceeds to get insanely drunk. And when I went to the bathroom, she opened up my most expensive bottle of champagne that I was saving. She puked all over my living room floor, and I threw her into the shower with all her clothes on and hosed her down. Oh my God. I lent her my clothes and she immediately puked again, so I had to give her new clothes. I stayed up all night taking care of her. The next morning she wakes up still half drunk and asks, "Did we sleep together?" I said, "Hell no." And she was offended. I told her to go home and she took her puke-covered clothes and went upstairs to her place. I ran into her constantly for a year, and whenever the elevator came down from her floor, I hid and took the next one. I never got my clothes back. Wait, what? Wait. She took your clothes? What do you mean I never got my clothes back? Damn, what a story. Oh, what a story. Oh my gosh. Understandable. Basic human decency is needed to have a wine night, especially not getting full drunk in a stranger house. I don't care what others say. I think you dodged that bullet, except the clothes. Rest in peace. I mean, it's one thing for a girl to get tipsy cute, but it's a whole different thing when you have a girl firing fire hosing champagne? What is fire hosing? And whatever she had for lunch on your I was just picturing this and it was so funny. I threw her into the shower with all her clothes on and hosed her down. This part was the most funniest for me. Oh gosh. Also, local Koreans don't know how to drink. They are only exposed to soju culture. I swear every drinking session is a battle to death. Let's see. Curious to hear another. Wow, everybody's commenting so much on this particular story. Okay. Let's see if we can find another one. Actually, it's already 10 o'clock. Maybe we can look at this one. I think this is the last one we're going to look at. Ooh, this is a long one. My gosh. Never mind. Is that all I have? What's this? Long shot here, but I have a question. What does that mean, guys? What does that mean, long shot, but I have a question? How does that sound to you? What does that mean? 불가능해? What is 불가능해? 무리수? 불가능하지만 질문이 있어? What does that mean? So 가능성 for what? Low probability for what? Right, exactly. It means that they're not expecting to get a good answer anytime soon. It means they're not expecting to, they're not hopeful to get a good answer, but they're going to ask the question anyway. First of all, hello there. I am Thomas, 26, and going to be studying at Dongguk University since the end of August until at minimum December. Okay. So that's, how long is that? That's about 4 months. I heard that in Korea and in Japan as well, there is an issue with older people that have no one to talk to. What? Older people that have no one to talk to? That's an issue in Korea. When I was in Korea in 2021, Daegu K-Myung University, I heard about a girl that ended up living with an elder lady. Okay. She helped her around the house with groceries, etc., and spoke English to her. In exchange, she had none lower rent, okay, and also practice Korean with her, okay? My main question is, do you guys know about any app for this specifically? Huh. So this, I guess this guy is looking for this sort of arrangement. Thomas is a guy, right? So this person is specifically looking for this sort of arrangement, like a deal. I've never heard, like, Second question. I wonder about your general opinion on this. Is this even possible for a guy to do? I think that I heard just about girls that did this, as I assume guys are seen as bit more of a threat. Yeah, understandably, yeah, sure, of course. If you know about any apps that would be basically the same, but just as an English teacher exchange, I would be interested in. Well, And what about you guys? Are you guys willing to let a foreigner, like a foreigner student, student? Yeah, a foreigner student come live with you and, not pay rent in exchange for talking to you in English? Would you guys do that? He's considering himself as a bit old for a student, I guess. No, you know what I think it is? I think this person is trying to take advantage of this. I think they're trying to take advantage of this, and they're trying to cut some, they're trying to cut living costs by finding an older person and living with them, and in exchange, being their company. I think that's what they're trying to do. You could do that, Sasha? You're willing to do that? I don't think you can expect. I don't know. I think this is like a really rare case. I don't think you can expect like any sort of platform or community of people that are trying to make connections like this and come down with this sort of arrangement with people. I don't think it's very realistic. I mean, if this was true, and we don't even know if this was actually true, I'm sure there are some rare cases like this, but this has to be done like, it can't be like priorly arranged, I don't think. Oh, no. Oh, you don't think you could do that? Okay. Maybe search for that person you heard about and reach out to them? Most elderly Koreans can't speak English and would need someone who speaks Korean. I tried, but I can't find it. Okay. Sorry that I don't have an answer to your question, but I think this is a great idea. Of course, there is some safety. Yeah, there's a lot of safety concerns. And the responsibility between parties would have to be defined. Yeah. Like, what if the student tries to rob the elderly, There is no visa for this kind of work unless you are in the medical field and registered within a hospital which manages your visa and admin work, but this is something a long shot since there are way less foreigners working in the medical field in Korea, plus there is no volunteering visa. So, okay. I don't know the app, but as long as you're nice to them, there shouldn't be a problem unless I don't, it's just not realistic. It's just not realistic. What's this? Check out this website. It gathers all the nationwide volunteering activities, including the aged care. You can call the enlisted center individually and ask if they need English tutor. Mind you, the staff may not be fluent in English, but I'm a bit worried that some of the elderly might have dementia and not in a good learning state. Or you can check your local center. 동사무소? What? Because there's where they host cheap English class for the locals, regardless of age. Again, this will depend on the direction of each English tutor. I don't know. Look at this person's name. My Korean sucks. Yeah, okay. This wasn't a very interesting one. Okay, you know what? I think that's it. It's already about 10:15. And I got to get back to writing the book. So that's pretty much it for tonight. We didn't really look at a lot of posts, but better than nothing, I suppose. Okay. All right. That's pretty much it, guys. As always, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And hope you all have a great rest of your evening. And I hope I can see you guys all very soon in the future live stream or in the future lesson video. I'll see you guys again soon. All right. Thanks for sticking around.